Captain's log star date 0322202021.0. Starship Excelsior's log NCC 77246. So for some of you out there, I got a lot of dishes done. I just piled it up a couple days again. I'll be getting dishes done temporarily. I've been sleeping weird hours and etc. So I got a couple adventures to tell you. Finally my sister got back to me. She was worried the hell about me. She's like, "Where'd you go?" I said, "Well, the last 3 emails I told you, basically I got it pissed off on a Tuesday or Wednesday and deleted my Facebook then." And I explained why, and she turned around and she said early in the morning, I said it was like 6:03 when I deleted the damn thing, and it was just hectic, hectic as hectic can be. And so anyways, she was worried about me and she's like, "I'm glad you're okay." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, so I am safe. I've been holed up as a hermit here." So, back to my story. So, I went down to the food bank yesterday, and I gotta tell you, it was a bitch. I walked down there. I was mopping. We got my little cart, and the lady's like, "Here you go." I said, "So we don't get a little checkbox this week?" And the lady said, "No, we're not giving you a checkbox. This is what you get." So then I heard through the grapevine, I contacted a couple connections I have, and they said, "We will talk. I love you no matter what." So they gave me a bag of food. I went home. There's a few fresh vegetables. And let's just say very skimpy on everything. So then I said, okay. So this morning I got up and I decided, this is my morning. I spent 36 hours playing a video game. I do want to say I check the news like I do every morning. And I just want to say my condolences to Chloe's mother and family. Apparently, Chloe's grandmother passed away 2 days ago. We don't know if it was from COVID or something else. I know she had a stroke, but I checked all the time for, I just want to say my condolences to her family. It must be hard right now. I know losing a family member is hard. And if it's COVID, damn, that would royally suck, Now, for people with us, I've checked in with the Department of Health here where we live. And the Department of Health we're still safe, but we do have some serious problems. I want to talk to you about it for a minute. Some serious problems. I know my family, I'm worried about them down in Oregon. I'm worried about them to death. I'm wondering if they got the supplies they need. I just went through my pantry and found out I got a whole bunch of beans and everything else. But I'm really, literally worried about them. I'm not worried about myself. My supplies are good. Let me show you a story real quick here. A story. I went to the store the other day. The grocery store. They have this RV toilet paper, this mobile living, okay? $9. This fucking shit costs you $9 for 4 rolls, and they're limiting it to 1 package a week. I mean, literally $9 fucking dollars, okay? I mean, I have plenty of TP, but just to make sure, $9 fucking dollars. Paper towels sold out. So yesterday, I decided I'm going to make sure, to the store, right? Grocery stores are out of bacon, eggs, you name it, they're fucking clearing the shelves. I went in there, saw a friend of mine. I said, "Hey, what's going on with hair care products. Oh, they're basically worried about an extended pandemic with extended lockdown, so they're all taking shampoo, the conditioner. I said, cool. I went down one aisle and I said, so not thinking, people are like, oh yeah, and I went down the soup aisles and stuff, sold out. These people are flipping. I'm not worried. So I went over to the food aisle, right? Out. I said, okay. So I went on and I went into the pet store. No one wants to go in there. They're too expensive, et cetera, et cetera. Grabbed me a bag of chow from Moppy. I said, I'll pay the price. The lady's like, we love how you support locals. So, talking to my friend who's like a pub as well, as they say. I said, I went to the store just to get some basic dog food, sold out. She said, I know. The scrappers don't want to come in here. They'll go everyone else. So I went over to the hardware store yesterday. Clearly, they sell some dog food too. Out. Same with freaking toilet paper. They got a sign out front. We are out of toilet paper. Then I saw a sign on the door that said, on the public bathrooms here, we have public restrooms. It said something like, we will, quote unquote, not be restocking the toilet paper but weekly, in the giant rolls for the public bathrooms. Giant rolls. I mean, I can't believe there's so many things, right? So, and so I got my stuff done, and they're like, police are like, sheriff, you're going to go learn and be quarantine. I'm like, look, dude, jackass, I'm a hermit. I don't come out much. I go out when I need tobacco or I need supplies, which we're fine. Fortunately, like I said, as you could see, my cousin, Corey Beehole, was complaining many times, close the pantry door. Well, there you go. Pantry's closed. I had to clean up around here anyways because of this little guy. He knocked over his food bowl when I was putting him back in the other day, the little bun here. No, he's not emergency food. I would never eat my pet. It'd be like my family eating their chickens. I wouldn't expect them to eat their chickens. So anyways, being safe is fine. Online gaming's fine. I had to tell you, I had a dream last night about the making noise. Are we, little poop pop? Yeah, I call it poo pot. Pellets in, pellets out. Peepo. He's adorable. I wouldn't have it any other way. So anyways, back to my story. So this morning I figure I'll get prepared for next month's long-term extended because, family, I'm worried about them, but I got a plan for my own health, as my family would say. And lo and behold, toilet paper still sold out till there's like April to May on Amazon. So I contacted Charmin, all these other places you can order. They're completely backlogged. So I asked them, are we in a plan where we got to worry about the government saying factories are all at high production? They said we can barely make production right now. I mean, literally make production. Tells you right there the government's lying, but oh well, So I asked about toilet paper. Yeah. Food, on the other hand, I basically was looking at cases and cases of stuff that I like. Unfortunately, guess what happened? Sold out. So I got a backup plan put in place for groceries in case I do run out of dry goods and meats. I got a backup plan put into position. And my cousin Dinky once said, you should said something about turkeys. Well, guess what? We're in a pandemic. The turkeys are coming in handy, as Aaron would say. But not laughing. This pandemic scaring the dickens out of me, honestly. Poppy says, give it to the people. But the turkeys are coming in handy. The little Cornish game hens in the freezer is coming in handy. The pizzas, the burritos, the everything in here is coming in handy. Of course, I got to get rid of some of the other stuff that's in there that Chloe got. But you get the idea. So, as you guys can say, I'm not talking about her at all. But so the managers issued notices, on certain things, and well, let's just say it was not good. So I finally said, enough's enough. Pack your bags, and so it hurts me to no end, but at the same time, I've been living in a lot more peacefulness, but let me just tell you the dream, just so I don't scare anyone, including my family if they're watching. I had a dream last night of the Grim Reaper. I don't know if it was meant for finding out about Chloe's grandmother today or if it has to do with me, but I just want to be very careful and cautious, so I'm letting my family know ahead of time. I miss you dearly, and if something does happen, someone will get in touch with you right away. Same with others. Hey, what are you doing in that table, Moppy? Oh, yeah. I just had a dream of the Grim Reaper last night. It scared the dickens out of me, so I just thought I'd share that with you all. But anyways, the other problem is the government's thinking about bringing in the Army, which is scaring people, bringing in the Navy and others, as well as talking about shutting down things like food banks and so forth. And the doggy food bank was shut down, so I got a message from my friend about that. So, this pandemic, we're like holed up here. So I've been spending hours upon hours on an online game, me and Moppy and the bunny. I say we. I frankly don't like going out anyways, but I'm just grateful my cousin actually, not cousin, my sister finally got back to me. She emailed me and she's like, "Oh, I finally got into AOL and I was worried about you. Thinking with the state of the world, your dreams may be a bit morbid than normal. No, the problem is I'll tell you the state of the world, sis. It's not about my dreams. It's about me spending 36 plus hours, make it 48 hours. Yes, call me insane. I should be in a psych ward about now. Twice this week, I've spent 48 hours straight playing an online game. Just playing it straight, leading squads, commanding things, 48 hours straight. I think that's telling me to slow down. At least my internet's been holding up for that game, but still. But the dreams isn't about that. It's not about that. I can quote Bible quotes about death coming, riding on a pale horse, and yada, 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 but no. What we are in is this virus is like might be making noise yet again. Yeah, he is. Yep, Moppy's making noise again. The virus is like, oh no, I already got up. I slept 15 hours, 16 hours. I'm good to go for another 36 hours or more, maybe 48. But still, I've slept 14. I went to bed this morning at 2:30. Got up around 6:30. I'm good. That's 16 hours of sack time. It's fine by me. I can't complain. Got to get some cleaning done today. Again, living room's clean, office is clean, bedroom's clean, etc., etc. I'm just like, this kitchen's kind of messy. But then again, I'm just, got garbage to take out, no problem. Got a little bunny to look after. But no, I slept 16 hours twice. I think the last time I slept 17 hours. But I'm telling you, man, oh man, we're in a pandemic. Now let's talk about this pandemic problem for a minute. So, governor is basically issuing. Damn, that neighbor's fucking noisy. Fucking walks like an elephant. Okay, so basically, the neighbor. Oh, one of the neighbors has their. All right, so. All right, so what was I saying? The governors basically might issue transportation blackouts. So basically, that means no one can get on a transit bus. But that also means the ferry system's going to basically have the same fucking problem. So with the ferry system, and that's like I said, in the mass product or production problems, I'm still having problems, is that problem. Now, we are all saying that this can go till July or August, which really fucking sucks because how many people are going to be fucking staying around till July or August? I mean, literally, how long until they clearly get things operational? I mean, literally, there is no cure for this damn virus. There is nothing but self quarantine. And if we're all self quarantined for month after month after month after month, people are going to get fucking bored of it. I mean, literally, here's how it happened on our station / quadrant. All summer activities have been canceled. All spring activities. Shuttle ain't going from Anacortes to Sydney, British Columbia. Canceled. I mean, literally, the entire thing. They say if the government doesn't put stimulus money into quote unquote, this is funny, I like it. Like the government owes these people on the station money. I know this clearly. They don't know jack shit. Earn it, paying insurance, paying to whatever. But oh well, who gives a fuck, right? So basically, what happens is the government turns around and they're like, oh well, we need to give stimulus to help these people. Yes, that's a good idea, but what about this island that all floats around? People are saying, "Oh, well, we're getting taxes, or we're getting we're paying taxes. We should get some money back to float our business. We rely on tourists." Well, that's good and dandy, but what if the government says, "Oh, the virus is spreading faster. We got to keep the businesses closed." I know business owners. I mean, if my cousin Dinky had a literal shop, she'd probably be piss poor paying this $2,000-3,000 a month for the spot. She'd go under. I mean, look at my friend who owns a coffee shop. She's gone under. Fucking every restaurant. There's little booths, for takeout places and other things. I mean, literally, there's little booths. I mean, sorry to say, but this isn't a rant. This is about whatever. I mean, every movie theater is closed now. The movie theaters have full rights and gave rights to people who wants to do movies. Oh, well, guess what? We're going to give you a 2-day movie rental on Amazon if you want to watch new movies. Zombieland Double Tap was a pretty damn badass movie, just like that Rambo one. But my complaint is, like I said, is I'm complaining literally about the entire pandemic. I mean, literally. I mean, people are worried left and right. The only thing I got to say about Chloe is I've been told to keep on station keeping for that letter because she hasn't changed her address on Social Security. She literally had a breakdown of and a breakdown, and it was not cool. Literally not cool. So, and I finally, put a stop to it and was like, by this point, I'm kind of down COVID, but you get the idea. I was just going through hell. And so, anyways, that's what's going on in the adventures between no toilet paper, which we're fine. I'm fine. Moppy's fine. He doesn't use toilet paper. To dog food, which I'll plan that out. But I do got a backup plan put into place with Poppy's help for extra groceries. I'm not worried at all. I'm only worried if you need to get technical. For everyone out there that knows me too well, I'm worried about not me, but the world as a whole. I mean, for example, I live on an island. Technically, ferry stop, nothing comes in or out. Rumor has it airport's not flying anyone right now. So, I mean, literally, but. So, I just thought I'd share that with you all, that I'm good. By the way, I did find out through the local sheriff something funny, they said if Chloe was around, that I keep looking at my Christmas tree and everything else, that if she was around, the DCRs could not be, they've canceled all in-house mental and outpatient, so all clinics are closed in the state. I mean, there's basically a skeleton crew. They can't even bring someone out to commit an invol anyone. Everyone would that. And he said he committed a misdemeanor. It was, something petty. They wouldn't put you in jail or whatever. You would basically be fined and sent home. The orders are to keep the jails as empty as possible right now through this pandemic. So, to me, that's a blessing. But then again, I don't break the law either. I'm losing my mind and trying to invoke into my game as much as possible because that's all I have for it, Also, if anyone wants to call me crazy, please do so because I'm about to tell you something really cool about the game. So I got my guild hall up and running. I'm getting members left and right. We're completing guild missions. Got some great people. Great people. Way to go, people. Guild officers. And one of the things that I'm addicted to is I'm getting these guild boxes and these special boxes, right? There are special ascended weapons in the game. And they're really rare. They're ascended, it's like the highest level, except for ascended and legendary are on par. So with me, every time I turn around, because I'm playing so long of the game, that my ascended gear, it's up there, And so that's what I've been doing lately. I did watch a movie or two, Mr. Rogers was good. But, the point is I'm letting my family know that, I know Teddy Bear, I think, said she watches my channel. So she knows I'm safe. But, people sit there and they see me do these videos and they're like, where the hell have you been? I mean, I got an email from Sam, not notification, but Sam's been watching my videos and posting comments after the video's been uploaded. And so I get emails, of who's subscribing and who's this. And so that's why I knew my cousin-in-law was lurking, because it just told me who subscribes. It always does. Just, to me, I don't care who watches. Subscribers are subscribers, but I have nothing much to say anyways. So, with this epidemic, we're all holed up. Even the neighbors hold up. The neighbor upstairs is getting really homebound, and scared, so he's just like, but anyways, I don't want to make this video too long. I got a lot of stuff to do tonight. We got to call the welfare office tomorrow. Social Security lady emailed me. She says her application went into the field office. I'm allowed to know what happens when it's applied to approved or denied. Let's hope she gets approved. I mean, literally, she can't just have these outbursts. I mean, literally, that's one reason why people don't know that she got the boot. I mean, literally, my nerves are completely fucking shot, And people sit there and say I don't have grit, but you know what? The only reason it had to be done, is because it's out of serve restraining order, and I'm not going to basically do that as the last resort. But right now, my advocates were all in quarantine, basically. The advocates emailed me and said the same damn thing. We're all in quarantine. So, but I'm glad. I wish I could hear from my family more. I'm more worried about their freaking living situation and this whole thing. I mean, they're going to be probably hurting big time unless they can work from home. Which, my heart always worries about them. You can still clearly state that they're like my parents, and I worry about them. My cousin's a little older, but I worry about him to no end. I don't want him to go like the way of the dodo bird, jokingly, like Aaron did. But yeah, I tell Poppy I worry about them. Hopefully they got enough supplies to hold out. I know they have a freezer, but with me, I'm just living comfortably. So I better get my dishes done, and I better get into my gaming for the next wee hours. If anyone needs to know the game, it's Guild Wars 2. Fortunately, I know my cousin wouldn't play that and track me down or cousin-in-law, because you have to get to be level 80 unless you buy a booster and buy the expansions and then locate me in the Auric Basin. You won't be able to find me. You'll probably find what my cousin Dinky would love, the pink tag around my head, being commander, commanding the entire squads. Which, by the way, we lost a couple squads last night from Vinetooth Prime. That was basically a big shock. And people message me right after the big meta where you go down under the city to get all these loot chests. where I'm getting all these boxes and legendary stuff. And they're like, hey, Commander, can you take me to Prime? And I'm like, hey, no, because I need a squad of 20 at least. Well, I'll go. And then 4 others. And then one guy who's really loyal to me says, hey, Commander, do you ever sleep? I'm like, no, I'm worried about my family in Oregon. Go figure. I'm also worried about a notice, but the manager emailed me and said there's not going to be a notice. She can't even open her office right now. She's self-quarantined with her husband. And with the food supplies running low, I'm kind of concerned with the whole food supplies and how much stuff's going to be taken from Amazon. Literally, is there going to be a lot or a little? Who knows? I will give you another update later, maybe sometime tomorrow or something. But I'm safe and sound right now. The sheriff knows to contact certain people if something does happen to me, if with that dream. But it's just, I'm not worried right now. What I'm worried about is, before I go, one thing Amazon didn't run out of is coffee. So I'm completely stockpiled of coffee. The tobacco, well, I got a couple rolls to get me by till payday, but with the ferries talking teeter-tottering, I mean, literally, they stopped taking cash. So and then I emailed the ferry people and I said, look, what about your automated machines? Can I just swipe my card and get it? They said, no, the machines are shut down because we don't want you sticking your hand in to get your tickets because you can infect the ticket machine. Then they're like, oh, by the way, the vending machines are shut down on the ferry too. So we're running a skeleton crew. So please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Hit that like, subscribe button. Show some funny for your family, including your dogs, cats, your bunnies. Thanks for watching, everyone. Captain's Log out, NCC 77246. This transmission ends now. Hit that bell notification for new content if I update. Hope to see you soon for new island living tips and tricks to survive COVID-19.